Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady to Michelle on the screen. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
No, 66. Hey, go 66.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, Eddie. 72. He's just 72.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Niles Paul there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, lock it. We got double up. Check 4. Get it.
Lock now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On the ground, this is Michel, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. To throw, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A third down gain of 19.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Locke, man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Clock now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Look, squeeze. Check, check. Lucky.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Go.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watch twist. Yeah.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Look at me. Zipper. Go. Hey, Foxtrot.
On first down, Locke. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Lindsey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Hey, look at me. Go.
On second and goal. Locke, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Locke now on third and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now that's something of a pick-me-up, for the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Brady. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on fourth down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead stretches, 16-3 now. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
90 is a mic. Hey, Haywood. 90 is a mic. Watch the screen. Fight.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Try to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 63 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Nice 7.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
Check. Hard. Hey, shoot. Undercut. Shoot.
Throwing his lock on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. They come up in an offset eye. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Out. Check nine. Joker. No. On me.
And they will run it with Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
Alabama, 380. Strip that ball. Kill. Go bandit. 380.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Set 70, Indy, now. Hey, let's go. Here we go, let's Bravo. Let's go, let's bring it. Ready?
On first down, it's Lindsey. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Gator. Central West. Hey, Delta.
Second and 9. At the 16-yard line.
51 to Mike.
Another run by Lindsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. McManus's point after is good, and that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Switch. Alert. Sponge. No. Alert. Switch.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
80 weapons. Switch gears. Alert 3. Yeah. Motion out of the backfield. Get it.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Brady gives to Michelle. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alabama. Hey, ball 66.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's White. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll run for it. This is White. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Hightower. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Locked to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This is taken at the 15. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.